And you see it all the time, kids getting hurt on the field. Injury prevention and how to rehab if your children want to get back into the action. Still ahead tonight, you know, it's back to school time, and that means more organized activities for kids.
Yeah, but that can also lead to injuries. We're going to talk with a doctor on how to prevent that. Well, welcome back to Fox 9 News at 5 and the couch. We are back in school, and a lot of kids are back in organized activities. You know, sports, a big part of the schedule for a lot of families.
Yeah, it is busy, busy, busy. Many kids are now playing the same sport year-round, which can leave them vulnerable to overuse injuries. That's why Twin Cities Orthopedics is partnering with a number of local high schools to teach kids how to cross-train and stay injury-free. There's no way to predict an injury. But schools are trying harder to keep kids safer.
I think we do a better job with the heads up from the USA Football and teaching how to properly tackle and how to properly block.
Edina football head coach BOLTMANN says, for instance, there is less contact in practice, more rehab when a kid does get hurt.
We have to do a good job of rehabbing and be smart with the kid. And when they're ready back for play, then we let them come back and play, but they're not going to step on the field for practice or a game until they're physically and mentally ready to go.
Junior Henry Brooks was one of those kids.
It's like a 6-month recovery, so I couldn't do any winter sport.
He dislocated his shoulder in a non-sports related accident, but with football, he kept getting re-injured. One surgery and a lot of time off, and now he wears extra gear.
Well, I'm wearing this Sully brace right now, and it's a double Sully brace, the bilateral, and what it does is it restricts my range of motion, so I can't put myself in a position where I can dislocate my shoulder.
So he has that, and one concerned mom protecting him.
After the game against Eden Prairie, I looked at my phone, and my mom had texted me several times, "Did I see your shoulder come out?" So, yeah.
Beyond worry, parents are an important part of injury prevention. Kids who do the same sport year-round, year after year, they risk overuse injuries.
Kids are in more structured activities, so we need to be smart about what we let them do and how frequent. Certainly has an impact on injury. An example of that would be, let's say, an overhead athlete that might be playing baseball but also football. We really try and get them just away from any of their throwing activities.
Orthopedic surgeon Dr. Greg Lervick says rest periods are good for those growing muscles. And any sport can put an athlete at risk for injury, not just contact sports like football.
There's several things that you can do. Number one would just be probably the approach of cross-training, doing different activities, having appropriate rest, rehydration, replenishing periods where kids can recover from their activity while they're in season, but also in the off-season. Allow them time for their tissues that are maturing and still growing. They have adequate time to rest and recover in the off-season as well.
Dr. Lervick isn't just seeing the aftermath of an injury. He's out there on the field with the team on Friday nights. Twin Cities Orthopedic partners with 9 area high schools to make injury prevention part of the training plan.
We in the business, like everything else, we want kids to be safe, and we hope that it's a quiet night and you can just enjoy being on the field and enjoying the game, but you have to be diligent and aware. And that's what working with the athletic trainers on the field and us as providers, it's really key that you're always keeping your awareness up and your antenna up.